Designer, you've arrived. You finally made it past graduation, or you finished an online course and you're trying to figure out what's next. How do I land my first client and take my design career from hobby into my actual job? And this is something that nobody really walked me through, thinking back in my career when I was just getting started. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to go from designer as a hobbyist to freelancer, making money, putting money in the bank. So stick around and I'll walk you through some tips, shall we? So the first thing that you need to do is obviously build up your skills. You have to be able to show that you know what you're doing in terms of design. Thankfully, this is purely driven by your passion. So even if you haven't had a client before, don't worry. There's several things that you could do. Number one, you can look for websites that will prompt you with imitating real life scenarios where you have to design a solution. You can actually signal to people around you, families, friends, families. I hope you have just one. Family and friends, let them know like, hey, I want to polish up my skills. Do you have anything that I can help you with? Do you have a logo that I can perhaps do for you? Yes, I'm advocating working for free, but it's all a means to an end to build up what is in step number two. Step number two is to actually build up your portfolio. So depending on what type of designer you want to be, design is a genre. And within that genre, just like music, you have several subgenres. Just like you have hip hop and rock and roll, you have graphic designers, you have product designers or UI UX designers, web designers, etc. You can go as deep as you want or as generic as you want. Actually, I'm much more of a generalist and I've developed several specialties over the years. But if you're just getting started, what's important is that your portfolio reflects what you want to be working on. If you want to be a brand designer or a logo designer, make sure that the jobs that you're taking in or the prompts that you're seeking out or the portfolio pieces that you're mimicking have to do with the things that you want to specialize on, especially at the beginning, because this will make it easier for you to land your first clients. When you're ready to start looking for clients, there's several routes that you could take. This was definitely not the case back when I started my career. But nowadays you can go to platforms such as Upwork or Fiverr and you can start bidding for jobs. You can put together your plan on how to tackle a certain job. If you do this enough, you'll get very good at describing your services, but also you'll land your first client, hopefully. Now, getting to that point is definitely not a walk in the park, but it's not the most difficult part. Once you've agreed to do a job, this is where you switch from being just a designer that is showcasing their skills to becoming an amazing communicator, an amazing collaborator. Designer, this is very important. Learn how to craft an email, learn how to describe your work, and learn how to describe how much value your design is bringing to a non-designer. And hopefully you'll have a good designer-client relationship. The most important part is make sure you get paid. And how do you get paid? You establish from the beginning what the cost is going to be when you first get started. Let's be clear, your prices are going to be lower and you're going to be a little bit more competitive, because you're trying to get your real portfolio out there. You're trying to land a portfolio of clients that will actually fund the amount of work that you've put into developing your skills so far. If you're charging per hour and you're going to let them know how many hours you're putting into the work, if you're charging by the entire project and they need to know ahead of time how much it's going to be, whatever the case may be, make sure that those details are established from the beginning. Do not move a single pixel before agreeing how much you're going to get paid, how you're going to get paid, and when you're going to get paid. Being a freelancer doesn't mean that everything has to be about clients. What are some things that interest you? What are some new trends that you're observing that you'd love to learn about and apply so that your portfolio continues to grow and stay fresh and relevant? Don't forget to work on personal projects. I think this is something that is incredibly important. It's what's going to keep you motivated as a designer to continue learning, growing, and showcasing to the world what you're truly capable of. And that's it. I mean, to recap, you want to hone in on your skills and develop them. You want to create a portfolio and signal to the world what you're capable of. Number three, you're going to look for clients with intention. This will require tenacity and some time. You're going to be an incredible communicator. And finally, you're going to continue learning, polishing, and developing your skills, letting the world see how you are growing as a designer. I hope you found this video valuable. If you did, feel free to give me a like. Those are always welcome and they're free. So go down there. While you're down there, hit the subscribe, hit the bell, whatever you want. And let me know in the comments, what type of designer do you want to be? And let me know how I can help you develop in your career. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next video.